presentation of the National Football League.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Washington Commanders. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 71 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31.
From the 31, here's a second down and 9.
Second and 9.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Got his man, Okonkwo. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On the play. Brings up third and 4.
Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 89.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
4 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw.
Brings up second and
this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's third down and 7 yards to go.
Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Commanders' 23-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
He's brought down
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Kansas City.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gambled with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They go play action. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1. second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
That's another Washington.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Williams. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a 4th and goal. Bates' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. Stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
second down and 4. Throwing now is Daniels. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Robinson on a give right side. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Second down and a yard.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 19.
To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw is Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Now Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. We're following the play now. They're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown Washington. Jaden Daniels scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Mahomes going to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 12. First down, Chiefs.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6.
It's now second and 6. The 40-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because we run a drag route against zone. You're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete. Jartavius Martin there defensively.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
24-yard gain on the play.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Chiefs are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
17. Chiefs, 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson getting set for this next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Robinson's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
25-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Chigakakro. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Here is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A 60-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. As the season kickoff game is underway, we are counting down the hours until Sunday, our first full slate of games to bring you all the scores and highlights. Until then, let's get after it. And this is C.J. Stroud. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Texans win by 8, 24-16 your final. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is Jacoby Myers. He'll take it 65 yards to the end zone. The Raiders, trying to get the job done on the road, they lead the season opener at halftime. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is the Steelers quarterback. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. The Steelers on top in this one at halftime. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they... on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
At the 32-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Second down and 3.
7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Throwing now is Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
A gain of a yard.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
4 yards. And a Washington first down.
To the air goes Daniels.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
They work now on second and 9.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Daniels.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lane.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Washington. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half, and now 7 on the game. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw again.
And it's caught. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
10 yards on the play. That's another.
Robinson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Robinson again. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Now here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Mahomes going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
A gain of 15. First down, Kansas City.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Waters. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up second and 5.
Mahomes now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
First down, Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Hey, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Showing off that speed and electric boost that he has. 95 yards that kick return goes down for. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's Daniels. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, he has a Conquo. Here is 3rd down and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. Down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
7-yard gain. That's another Washington Commanders.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Washington first down.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Second and 2.
They'll look to throw again. Finding Williams once more, complete. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
That's good for a Washington first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Chigakakro, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. A quick hitter complete. It's Waters. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Number 85. It's a gain of 10. And a first down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown.
Mahomes pass.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that will bring up second down.
Gain of a yard.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down, Chiefs.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down, Chiefs.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Washington on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Pressure comes. Now Mahomes. He finds his man complete. That's Waters. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Xavier Worthy. 10 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chiefs 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this. Offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. Yeah, he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
For a Washington Commanders. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Broken tackle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 34.
Robinson with another carry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Handoff now to Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the give, here's Robinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jaden Daniels,
A 5-yard touchdown run.
and the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Mahomes going to throw.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Commanders,
they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.